We can begin today sitting cross-legged. And as always, I invite you to pull the flesh of your buttocks behind your sit bones just to help connect with the earth a little more. And maybe tilt the pelvis slightly forward, which, at least in my body, helps me sit up straight more effortlessly. If you're comfortable doing so, you can close your eyes, and if not, maybe just lower your gaze to one spot where you can rest your eyes gently. Feeling the weight of the buttocks on the ground. Maybe letting the floor of the pelvis release down as well. Sinking. Allowing the shoulders to relax down toward the ground. Maybe feeling them sliding down your back just a little more. And let the belly be soft and relaxed. And feel the gentle movement of breath within the walls of the belly. And start to deepen the breath so that the belly expands as you inhale and recedes as you exhale. And then breathing from the belly up into the ribs. And then from the belly to the ribs to the chest. And now let's place the hands on the knees and begin to circle the body around, rounding the back as you go across the back of the circle, exhaling and arching the back across the front, inhaling. Chin comes down on the exhale, chin lifts up on the inhale. And then reverse directions. And coming back up straight, shoulders relaxed. Feeling just the movement of the breath. And we'll drop the chin to the chest. Then bring your awareness to the back side of your body and imagine that the breath is flowing up your spine all the way up into your neck. And then when you exhale, just let the weight of the head be heavy, sinking forward. On your next inhale, lift the chin all the way up. And then we'll extend the lower jaw forward past the upper teeth. And then open and close the mouth, keeping the jaw jutting forward. And relax that. Return your head to neutral. And we'll make exaggerated chewing motions with the mouth, kind of working all the muscles in the face now. And relax the face. And we'll practice some eye yoga. It's really, really important to keep the eyes healthy and the muscles strong. So we'll go up and down with the eyes without moving the head at all, doing that 10 times at your own count. And after you've done 10, you can close your eyes, rub your palms together nice and fast until they're warm, or if possible, even hot. And then once you have that heat, just cup the hands over the eyes and rest the eyes into the palms. Relax the hands down, lift the head back to neutral whenever you're done. So we just do it once. Okay, and then we're going to go left to right. And again, really important not to move the head, just stretch the eyes from side to side 10 times. After you've done 10, rub your hands together until they get warm. And then rest your eyes in the palms of your hands. And just hold them there. And then release the hands down. And then we'll go on the diagonal. So going up and to the left and down and to the right. 10. You know what to do. Release the hands, return the head to neutral, and bring the eyes up and to the right and down and to the left. 10 times. Rubbing the hands when you're done with your 10. Placing them over your eyes. And just holding them there, just letting your face and eyes rest. And relax the hands. And now, keeping the head still, we're going to make circle with the eyes as big as you can, circling in one direction 10 times. Actually, let's do 5 circles in one direction and then 5 in the other. And of course, same thing when you're done with your 10. And then relax the hands. Notice the cross of your legs. And release them and shake them out. And recross them when you're ready the other way. And then drop your chin to your chest again. Move your chin over to your left shoulder. Bring your right hand behind your back. So if you can bring your hand all the way over toward your left waist, go ahead and do that. Anywhere that it lands on your back with the palm facing out is great. And if you have the flexibility and you want to grab the top of your left thigh with your right hand, you're welcome to do that. Keeping the chin down and to the left. Breathing up into the chest. Or wherever you find the breath moving through in this posture. Slow, long, deliberate breaths. Feeling the exhalation, helping the body relax. And then bring your head center. Release your arm and pull it across your chest, keeping the arm straight, except at the wrist, you'll flex your hand. Turn your head to the right. Feel the breath. And release the arms. Bring your head center and drop the chin. Move the chin over to the right toward that shoulder. And bend the left arm behind your back. Walk it as far over to the right as you can. Maybe pressing the back side of the hand into the back to roll the chest and shoulder open even more. And invite the breath to come up into that stretch. And release and bring that left arm across the chest. Pull it in with the right hand. Flex your hand at the wrist. Turn your head to the left. Connect to where you feel the breath. Help it come in fully and slowly. Soothing your nervous system. Beautiful. And release. And then we'll circle the head around. So you don't want to your head back. So imagine that there's a bullseye in front of you and your nose is just moving around the bullseye from the smaller circles at the center, eventually to the biggest circles on the outside. Just tracing the circles with your nose. Keeping the head relaxed as much as possible. Maybe doing only 70% of what you can. And then reversing directions. And back to neutral. And we'll come over the feet onto hands and knees. Lining the hands up under the shoulders, the knees up under the hips. Let's start bringing the hips to the left and the gaze over the left shoulder, and then hips to the right and gaze over the right shoulder. Moving the spine in C shapes, like the letter C. And then back to center. And inhale, tailbone up, belly down, breathing into the belly and then up into the ribs, up into the chest as the eyes reach up. And exhaling, tailbone down, belly lifts, releasing all the air, dropping the head, coming into your cat pose. And then moving back and forth with your breath. See if maybe you can feel the gradual progression of the movement from the tailbone to the top of the head, and letting that movement follow the breath that also moves slowly up and down. And then back to your table posture, neutral spine, keeping the hips over the knees, walk the hands forward, dropping the chest, resting either on the forehead or the chin if you can, or maybe even the cheek to go deeper still. And then just imagine somebody sitting down on your back and letting the spine sink toward the floor, keeping the arms straight. Breath deep. And then if you were on one cheek, switch to the other one. And if you're on a cheek, bring your head center. We'll all come to rest onto the forehead. Bring the hands back so that they're under the shoulders. Put a little weight into your hands so you can lift your head, tuck your chin, and come on the very top of your head. Clasp your hands behind your back. Notice which thumb is on the outside. And lift your hands up, keeping the clasp and pulling the hands apart, relaxing the shoulder blades in toward each other. Steady, smooth, long breath. Release the hands back down and then press into the hands very slowly, lifting your torso up very slowly so you don't get too much blood rushing at once. Coming to stand on your knees. Good. And place the left hand on the belly and the right hand on the chest. Feel the breath moving from the belly to the chest. See, you can maintain that breath even as we move through the posture, releasing the left hand back to the left heel. If you don't reach the heel, try curling the toes under, see if that helps. And if you still don't reach the heel, just bring the hand to the hip. And then really bring the hips forward. So try to get them to go in front of the knees if possible. Breathe into that right hand, drop your head back. And then lift your right arm and drop the arm back. Breathing as though your hands were still on your belly and chest. Beautiful. Now leave your left hand on your heel if it's there. Bring your sit bones down, fold forward, and bring your right hand over to the left. If your hand had been on your hip, please bring it to your heel. And then you'll press the hand toward the heel and reach the right hand forward and to the left. Pushing strongly with your left hand. Breathing deep up the right side. And then bring that right hand around to the right. Release the left hand to the floor. Bring your head center and lift all the way back up to standing on the knees. Right hand on the belly, left hand on the chest. Breathing belly to chest. And then releasing the right hand to the heel or the hip. If you weren't able to reach the heel on the other side, try it on this side because we're never symmetrical. And if you were able to and can't on this side, just bring the hand to the hip. Bring the hips under and forward. Drop the head back. Breathe into that left hand. And then release the hand up and back, dropping the head. Feeling into the breath, rolling from belly to chest. And lower your buttocks down. If your toes were curled, curl them. If your hand was on your hip, bring it to your heel and fold over, bringing your left hand to the right, dropping your head down. And then actively pull your hand into your heel. Walk those left fingers out as far as they go, making lots of space inside the left ribs, breathing into that space. And then bring the left hand back over to the left side of you. Release the right hand to the ground. Bring your head center. And slowly lift yourself back up to standing. Bring either hand to the chest and belly. Connect with the breath flowing from bottom to top. And then release the belly hand to the corresponding heel, curling toes under if need be, taking hip if need be, and then dropping the head back and releasing the other hand. Really tuck the tailbone, bring the hips forward, lift the heart with the breath. Bring either hand to your belly, look over the other shoulder, and lift yourself up. Bring the hands to the ground. We're going to tuck the chin to the chest and bring your head onto the floor as close to your knees as you can, tucking the chin so much that you might even be toward the back of the top of your head. And then we'll reach the arms back. They'll come around the outside of the thighs. Turn the palms to face out, the thumbs point up, and then wrap your hands around your heels. If you can't reach your heels, wrap wherever you can reach and hold on tight, and then lift the hips up toward the sky. Stretching the back body and breathing into it. Rabbit pose. Release the hands. Sit on your feet, coming onto your forehead, arms alongside the body. Child's pose. Just rest. Extend the arms overhead. Keep the hands shoulder width apart. Lift your buttocks off your heels, keeping the hands where they are, but spread the fingers nice and wide. Curl the toes under. And then lift the knees. Push the thighs back. Press the heels down. Push forward into the fingers like you're trying to fold your torso over your thighs. Roll the shoulders down the back and roll the elbows down toward the floor like you're spiraling your inner elbows up toward the sky. And then press into the index fingers and thumbs even more, sending the hips back and press the heels down and breathe slowly up and down the spine. On an inhale, lift your right leg and look forward. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. So you can bring your left knee down if you want that version of lunge. You can keep the left knee up and have the hands to the ground in a traditional runner's lunge. You can bring your hands up onto your knee. Maybe lift the left arm, maybe lift both arms. See what variation works for you. If the knee is off the ground, really push back through that left heel. And then in all versions, press forward with the tailbone. If your arms are lifted, draw your shoulders down. Breathe up into your heart. And then release the hands down if you have them lifted. Heel toe that right foot over to the left. Drop your knee down. Coming into a pigeon. Just shift your hips a little bit from left to right. Good. And then come center, and we'll bend that left leg and reach the left hand back for the foot. If you don't reach, hopefully you have some towel or strap handy that you can wrap around the foot and hold on to pull the foot toward that left buttock. Connect to your breath deep and slow. Beautiful. Let the foot relax back. Come back to face front. Come up onto the fingertips. Pressing into the fingers, lift the chest. And then if you can, if you want, Rod, you probably shouldn't with that knee. Well, the rest of us will fold forward. I think it might be a little bit too much weight on your knee. But yeah, you can see if that works. Relaxing the weight of the torso down toward the floor. Resting your head, it doesn't reach on the floor. Prop your hands or fists up under your forehead so your head can relax. Slow breath, deep breath. And then lift yourself up. Bring your hands back under the shoulders. Curl the left toes under. Push back into downward dog. Pressing into the heels. And with your next inhale, lift your left leg up, look forward. Exhale, step it up between your hands, taking whichever version of lunge you did on the other side. Let the hips come as low as they can without bending the back knee. And then really push back through that right heel if your knee is off the ground. And then we'll all really tuck the tailbone under. Calming body with a slow, mindful breath. Releasing the hands down. Back knee comes down, back foot relaxes. Heel toe the foot across to the right. Bringing the knee down, bringing the left buttock down. And then again, just a little shifting from hip to hip. Still breathing smooth and slow. And come back to stillness. Bend the right knee and reach back for the foot. Maybe you can grab your pants if you don't reach the foot. Whatever you need to do, pull the foot toward the right buttock. Soothing the body with your slow breath. And release the leg, bringing both hands under the shoulders, coming onto the fingertips, pressing down into the fingertips, lifting the heart. Lead with the heart as you come forward over the leg, or just stay as you were if that's better for your body. Resting your forehead on hands, fists, or the floor. Try to level your hips so you're not leaning into your left buttock, but rather lowering your right hip bone so that you're even across your pelvis. And then lift your head if it was down. Plant your hands back under your shoulders. Curl the right toes under and step back into your downward dog. Enjoying the straightness of your legs. Sending length through your spine by pushing forward into your fingers, back into your hips. Shoulders down, thighs back, heels pressing. Good. And walk your feet forward. Bend your knees, tuck your chin, roll yourself up. Reaching the arms up as you inhale. Releasing down as you exhale. Let's do two more. Really use this to slow the breath down and to breathe fully into the body. And then come to stand with your eyes closed, your feet hip width apart. Lift the toes, spread them wide, and lower them back down. Feel the leg bones sinking down, while at the same time the flow of the breath moving upward lifts the spine and the crown of the head up. And then let weight shift into your left leg and really feel how solidly the whole body is sinking down and supported by that left leg. Softly open the eyes. Lift the right foot up and bring the right hand over the bottom of the foot. Lift the left arm up, gazing at one spot in front of you. Bring your hand across to the right side of your head. And you may need to move your gaze point over to the left, see over to the right, see if that is necessary as we drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And then we'll kick down with the right foot. Staying tall and long through the spine. So you're lifting up while at the same time dropping the head down. Pressing down into your standing foot. Release the foot. Bring your hand to the left side of your head to lift the head. Release the hand, close the eyes. Lift and spread the toes and lower them down. And shift your weight into your right leg. Let the eye open, but keep the attention inward. So the more you stay connected to the movement of your breath, the more you'll be centered and balanced. And then we'll lift that left foot and take it in the left hand. Lift the right arm up. And again, your gaze might want to be down and off to the left as we bring the hand over to the left side of the head and drop the head to the right. And then kick down with your left foot. Breathe up so that the chest lifts, spine lifts. And release the foot. Bring your hand to the other side of your head, lifting your head up. Release the hand down. Drop the chin to the chest, bend the knees, and roll all the way down to the floor onto your buttocks. Extend the left leg forward, pull the right foot in, flex the left foot, and inhale, reach up. Exhale, lengthen out over your leg, release the arms, drop the head, drop the elbows, press the outer right knee toward the floor. And then as you inhale, lengthen the spine, move your head away from your tail. As you exhale, draw the belly in and up. Inhale, lift all the way up, reach the arms up. Exhale, turn to your right, taking the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind you. Press down into the right hand, lift tall. Inhale, exhale, turn and look over your right shoulder. Feel each inhale getting longer and exhale softer so that you can turn. Inhale back around to the front. Extend the right leg, bring the left foot in, flex the right foot. Inhale, reach up. Stay tall and long, folding over, dropping hands, dropping head, dropping elbows and shoulders. Press down into the right leg and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, drawing the belly in and up, relaxing over. On your next inhale, roll up, reach the arms up. Exhale, turn to your left, bringing the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind you. Press down into the left hand to lift taller through the crown of the head as you inhale. Exhale and rotate, looking over your left shoulder. Use your next inhale to come back around to the front. Bring your left foot onto the floor. Bring your right foot onto the floor. Take hold of your knees and slowly lean back onto your back. Once your head comes down, you can lift your hips, tuck your tailbone, and release your legs and shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now, and then we'll all take the arms out away from the body with the palms up. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the body into the ground. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, letting the lips slightly part, letting the tongue relax in the mouth. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind, letting go of words, images, and resting just in sensation, feeling the flow of breath moving in your body, and releasing the effort to breathe, just letting the breath breathe for you, and letting the mind rest and feel a breath, however it is, wherever it is, just resting with breath, deeply, deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking gently side to side. Feel the ground massaging your back. Bring the soles of the feet together, the palms together. Rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body to the earth, feeling how you're held, supported, maybe taking in all the ways that you're supported by the universe. Appreciating how this body supports you and your breath gives you life. And then when you're ready, gently press yourself up. Let your head come up last. Come into any comfortable seated position. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax now. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.